welcome to Rich Biz Life's Adventures. Now we're doing a bit of a review today on some cleaning chemicals for your vehicles, all vehicles, boats, motorcycles, cars, motocross bikes, mountain bikes, you name it, it cleans it. And they don't just do cleaning chemicals for the outside of your van, they also do cleaning chemicals for the interior of your van and your car. But not only that, they also do your toilet chemicals for your caravan and motorhome. Now they do caravan cleaning chemicals which have to be extra soft. They can't use harsh chemicals. Now all these products that I'm going to be using, none of them contain harsh chemicals. Even the wheel cleaner doesn't contain acid. Now it's got a special component in there which attacks the brake dust but not the paint nor the rubber, and it gives that extra little protection to your wheels, whether it be aluminium or steel, whether it be diamond cut or painted. So let's go about just going through some of the products that I've been asked to review. Now we've got the acid free wheel cleaner here. Like I said just now, this is the acid free, so it means it doesn't hurt your rubber. Have you ever seen it before, where you've used the rubber, the acid version of this? You spray it on your wheel and then when you rinse it off it gives brown off, and then you clean it again, it still gives brown off. That's not the brake dust coming off your wheel, that's your rubber degrading. Make sure you use acid free, and this won't hurt your rubber nor hurt your paint or your lacquer on your wheels, whether it be aluminium or steel. Now another one is your caravan and motorhome cleaner. Like I said before, this don't contain any harsh chemicals that's going to contaminate or hurt the delicate fiberglass or aluminium skin of your caravan or motorhome or the plastics. It is suitable as well for campervans and stubborn stains on cars. Now you get a lot of the black streaks running off your door handles and off your windows, your seals and things like that, and this is what it's ideal for. It gets rid of that black streak removal, but it can be used all over the van. Just a liberal spray. I'll go through more in the description of how to use it. And lastly, bug wash. Now we all know how stubborn bugs are to get off the front of your vehicle, whether it be the windscreen or the bonnet and bumpers and headlights. Now a lot of headlights are plastic these days. You can't go scrubbing hard with brushes, cloths, things like that. You will damage the plastic and you will take that protective UV layer off, and that's when they start getting dull and not very bright. So you need to use something that breaks them bugs down and then lets them just wipe off, and this is the stuff you need. So most of the front of your vehicle, your mirrors, your windscreen, your headlights, your bumpers, number plate, grills, anywhere you've got an impact of high bug thing. So if you've been to Scotland or in the summertime, you know you're going to need some of this stuff, and it is good, but we'll find out. Now the other thing that they're really good for is merch. The MUK JUNKiE merch, it's got a really smart logo on it and it gives that nice sponsorship look that you're affiliated with a good reputable quality brand. Now this is just a small sample, this nice warm man's hat, beanie hat, or you can go the bubble route. This is one that we've got for Debbie, or a lady's hat, whatever you want to call it. They do all sorts of colours. They do similar thing in red, so if you're a man and you want a bubble, all things like that. But they do all different colour beanies, t-shirts, jumpers, gilets, you name it, they do it. They do stickers as well, so if you want to get your get them the brand all over your vehicle, your motocross bike or anything like that, you can give them a bit of a shout out and let them know that you're rocking their brand. So anyway, let's get on to doing some bit of testing. We're going to test today the 3 cleaning chemicals that I've got on 3 vehicles. Obviously we've got Craig the campervan, we've got our Ford Focus, and then we've got a Kawasaki 650 motorcycle. Just to let you know the wide range of things you can use this on. So let's get going. So with any of these products, we've got to start off with wetting the vehicles down and getting rid of any loose debris that's maybe on there, whether it be brake dust, bugs, muck and dirt, all that sort of thing. So we're going to start off with jet washing. Now you can use a hose pipe, but I just so happen to have a jet wash. So I'm going to get started now. I'm going to jet wash the vehicles all down without using any products whatsoever. So I'm going to start off there. First off, we're going to start off with the MUK JUNKiE acid-free wheel cleaner. Now you just spray this on and leave it anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes and agitate it with a stiff brush or a cloth. I'm going to use a wheel stiff brush, and what that'll do then is it'll agitate all the brake dust and enable this to get penetrated into that brake dust and clean it off. So let's now go around agitating it with this stiff brush. Really stubborn stuff, you may need to do this a couple of times. The car that's not had its wheels cleaned for a long time, so that may take 2 times. Now these wheels are starting to get a bit rusty in places, so I don't expect them to come up like new, but it will remove all the brake dust. And while we're at it, we'll give the tyres a bit of a scrub up too. It is safe to use on your tyres. Right, now what I'll do is I'll leave that on there as well, just to carry on doing a bit more work while I use the brush on the rest of the tyres. Now this stuff, I'll give it another spray down. This stuff is so gentle, it doesn't hurt the plastics on the wheel trims, so if you've got wheel trims as well as paint, it doesn't hurt that. It doesn't matter if it gets on your fingers too much either. But like all things, even soaps, you should wear gloves. But this stuff is so gentle, it doesn't hurt your hands or anything like that, but I would suggest wearing gloves all the same. So now you can either jet wash that off, or you can hose it off. Now if you haven't got a stiff brush or a cloth, you can use a sponge, all the same. Wouldn't advise using the same sponge as you do on your paint, just because of the debris that's on your wheel. You don't want to contaminate your paint. Not necessarily with the chemical, that's fine, it's more the debris that's on your wheel. You don't want that on your paint. So let's go about now jet washing that off. Now as you can see, that comes up nice and clean now. I have got some scratches and some rust spots on the wheels. I don't expect miracles for it to get rid of that. Like I said, it's not there to make your wheels look brand new. It's scratched and damaged, but they are there. The chemical is there to enable that to get nice and clean. So MUK JUNKiE acid free wheel cleaner. Okay, next we're going to use the bug wash on the front of the vehicle. Now you may wonder, why have I got the step ladder out? That's so I can get to the top. Now you notice I've got a light bar at the top there. That is going to enable me to get up there and give that a good clean with a bug wash. So I'll get that maximum brightness out of that light bar without fearing I'm going to damage my expensive light bar or the paint that's on the front of the vehicle. So let's set about spraying this on. Now whilst it's still wet, you just spray a liberal amount of this on, leave it 2 to 4 minutes, give it a bit of a go over with a cloth, and then again jet wash it or hose it off. All your lights, front edges of your mirrors, headlights, fog lights, bumper grills, bumper trim, windscreen, right, so that's been on there a good 3 or 4 minutes now. Now I'm going to use one of these hand mitts just to agitate that, and I've wetted that off. I'm just going to give that a bit of a spray down with the bug stuff. Now it's been a while since I've washed this, so I've used more just to give it a helping hand. It's been a good 4 or 5 months since I washed this vehicle. It's probably even summertime. So now we just agitate all the bad areas where the bugs are going to be. Make sure you wipe all your grills down and your headlights. You think about it, all them hardened flyers, they're going to rip your wipers to pieces. So make sure you get all them white bugs off. Now that's typical. Just started raining, so I'm going to get this jet washed off. So I don't want to leave that on there too long. Get it jet washed and I'll finish it off in a bit. Right, it's finished raining now. I had to jet wash that stuff off. I didn't want to leave it on there longer than stated in the methods. But I'll just do you a close up. I mean, these ain't bugs, they're stone chips. But there's no bugs in that over any of the van now. The headlights have come out super clean. And all that. So they've come out really clean. Right, next stage now is the MUK JUNKiE caravan and motorhome cleaner. Now it says caravan and motorhome cleaner, however you can use this on cars, motorcycles, anything like that. Anywhere you get that black streaking coming down off door handles, rubber strips and anything like that, you do get that black staining coming down, and this will remove all that sort of thing. And it's very gentle, it doesn't hurt the paintwork at all, whether it be a motorcycle, car, boat, caravan, anything like that. So just because it stipulates caravan and motorhome, you can use it on anything. Now you just, again, after you've given it a light rinse off with the hose pipe or jet wash, just give a liberal spray over with this, more around the stubborn areas where the black staining is, and again use a wash mitt, cloth, sponge, anything like that, just to agitate it into the area. So I've got a wash mitt, got my spray. I don't need to go over the whole vehicle, just the stubborn areas, and maybe I'll do the front of the van, giving this a bit of a spray over. You don't need to go crazy. Now my common place of staining is here off the window, where it runs down, all the dirt collects in there along the top of the window, then when it rains it washes that dirt down around the window and then creates this staining down here, and that can be quite difficult to remove. So you just give it a bit of a spray in. I'll do a bit down the back of the window as well, just to help loosen that dirt off, so that when I jet wash it, that will come out. You see how that black stain just goes? The good thing about this is, once you've got this impregnated with this chemical, you start using less of this because it's in the cloth already. So that would be my advice, use a wash mitt or a sponge. Anywhere there's a bit of a black staining or stubborn area, just give that a wipe down. Now once you've been over all the awkward spots, all the really bad stains, your washcloth is really impregnated now. So as long as your van is still wet, you can go over the majority of the vehicle with your wash mitt without using more of this. It's saving you on chemical and things like that. So now I'm going to go over a bit more of the not so stubborn areas. Okay, I've been over the whole van now and I've still got loads of soapy suds left in there. Like I said, this isn't the main wash, it's just to get rid of all that grime and staining and stuff like that. So I'm going to jet wash that off now, and I'll show you the results then. And that's even without touching it with car shampoo or anything like that. So I'll just jet wash it off and you'll see the results. Now forgive the wheel rash, the curb rash rather, but look at the state of this. Can you see all that brake dust on there? Now I've given this a spray on there. That's been on there for about 5 minutes. Just going to give it a bit of an agitating now with the brush. This is on the car. Like I said, this car hasn't been washed probably best part of a year. And it also works on your brake calipers. So if you've got painted brake calipers like we have, if you can get to them and agitate them, it'll work really well on them as well.
Try and get into the caliper as much as you can. Different face of the wheel.
So I've used acid free stuff before, not a patch on this stuff. This is really good.
Really good, really impressed. Really impressed. That jet wash off.
There, now I think you'll agree that looks a lot better. Now I could have turned the wheel and got in that caliper a bit more, but no, they come out really well. Just showing about this wheel curbing, but no, they've come out super clean, haven't they? And that's no acid on there. You haven't got to worry about your fingers too much. Still advise wearing gloves, unlike me, but it doesn't hurt your skin like the acid stuff does. So now I'll just set about finishing off the car and the motorcycle. That's all 3 vehicles washed. Now I haven't waxed it, you know, I haven't car shampooed them or anything like that. That has just been the 3 chemicals that I showed you on all 3 vehicles. I didn't add none to the car, didn't add none to the motorbike. I just used what was impregnated in that sponge. So you can still use quite a bit once it's in that sponge. So you can save yourself quite a bit of product. But anyway, let's have a pan round and see how these vehicles have come out. So there you go. The wheels have come out absolutely incredible, considering that's acid free. Just go around the front. They're not leathered off, they're not shampooed, anything like that, and they've come out incredibly clean. That front wheel as well, and these front wheels were bad. We haven't properly cleaned it since we went to Scotland at the beginning of the year. Yes, we've done light cleans. I think once the better weather gets here, I'm going to go up on there and clean the roof with that product, the caravan cleaner, because I was very impressed with that. There's no black streaking or anything like that, and I think if I was to car shampoo it now, that would come out even better. So that's come out really well. And then I'll go on to our car, and that hasn't been cleaned in over a year, I bet. And then wheels were absolutely caked in brake dust. Yeah, I was really impressed with that. And the bug cleaner, that got rid of everything. The impregnated cloth that I used with the caravan cleaner on, it's left a nice sheen on there. It's not left any sort of dirt or anything like that, you know, like you normally feel the grittiness of the paint. It's fetched all that off, but it's kept the shine of the vehicle. And like I said, we've been a bit lapsadaisy with cleaning it, and that's came out really well. So let's go on to the motorbike now. This was fairly clean, but no, all the wheels, everything like that, that all came out nice. Again, it's not been car shampooed or detailed, leathered off, blown off or anything like that. That is the 3 product and a bit of a jet wash. So that's came out really nice. Yeah, well happy with how clean that is. So I hope you enjoyed our little cleaning demo and review. Can't recommend this place enough. I'm going to leave a discount code here and a website code just here for you to go and get a good bit of discount off these products on top of any existing offers they've got. I'd also like to mention and give a big shout out to Ava of Norway. They do some excellent jet wash systems. Although I haven't used their jet wash in this particular vlog, they did sponsor our event earlier this year, and they donated a lovely jet wash, which a nice prize winner in our Tambola that we had our event back in July won, and hopefully they'll do a nice review for you guys. But anyway, big shout out for Ava of Norway. But we're going to roll that off now, and a huge shout out to MUK JUNKiE. They've been marvellous, and this hat has been an absolute godsend. Don't know if it's picking up, but I'm absolutely sweating. It's kept me lovely and dry and toasty warm. It is 28th of December, so it's kept me nice and warm. Thank you, MUK JUNKiE. And please guys, head over now and go and check out some of their merch and some of their cleaning products. Don't forget your chemicals for your toilet as well, your pink, blue, and I think they do a green as well. But anyway, head over now and check them out. Leaves me to say thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment, and if you really feel like it, click that little bell icon and you'll get to see our future videos. And on that note, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.